Thank you so much for sitting down with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited for you and your song, Ai Coração.
Yes.
You
said it so well.
So the thing is, I have to admit, I've had lots of practice.
Okay.
I have a Portuguese, I have a Brazilian boyfriend who has taught me a lot of Portuguese.
Okay.
And listening to music such as yours and such as from Festival de Canção, it helps me get that pronunciation.
Yeah,
but enough about me.
Okay.
I want to know about how your rehearsals have been going.
Well, we had like this vision for the show that unfortunately didn't come through. So we needed, in between the stand-ins and the first rehearsal, we had major changes to the lighting and the LED work. So we went for our plan B and trying to fulfill that vision that we're trying to accomplish as best as we can. But I think that we're close to getting that intimacy but still dramatic look of Chicago that was my reference. So I think that we're really close to it.
It's so interesting that this is a plan B because I don't think anybody would have really noticed. And I guess that's the kind of thing when you're on the inside because you have these ideas and it's got to be very specific. And sometimes you just...
It doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Exactly.
As you want it and you need to, just to improvise and to get a solution.
Exactly. And you have a solution and it looks great.
Yeah. I think we had to change the LED work we previously had in mind. But I think that we came up with a very decent solution and very representative of what we wanted. So once we look at the shots and on the reviewing room, we understood, okay, so this is the cabaret-ish we were looking for. So we're very, very close to getting what we wanted.
I hope that you get exactly what you want. And I want to know about this love of cabaret and putting cabaret into the music, into the visuals. Where does that come from?
Well, honestly, Chicago is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love the dynamics and the strength it has. But at the same time, it has this drama, but it's raw. So I love that. And in my performances, I always have a bit of that. So I'm very dramatic in my performances in the way I present myself. I always say that Mimicat is like a persona that I have on stage. The Mimi stays at the back, and I let Mimicat take over it. So to me, it's really important to have that drama all the way, and we worked our vision to get to that because it's really important. But I think that with the right people working with you, you can achieve whatever you're aiming for. And I think that by now we're starting to feel happy about what we're getting, and hopefully it's gonna work.
I think it's definitely going to work.
Yeah.
And I heard a bit about the story of the song. You've had this song for a while, is that right?
Yeah.
And you wrote it while you were waiting to present a house?
Yeah, I was.
So what were you thinking in that moment to come up with this song, like kind of speaking to someone's heart?
Well, actually, I wasn't thinking about anything. I was bored. So I just, Ai Coração just came out of boredom, really. I was like, Ai Coração, and it just came out like this. And I would immediately when I sang this, I knew I had something there. So I just let the song flow, and in 5 minutes I had the song. It's never happened.
Well, it's so funny because people talk about that all the time. There's another song this year that's about that exact thing.
Oh, it is.
Song.
It
yeah.
Is. Oh, it is. I didn't know that was the story.
Well, if you have you met Tay and Selena yet?
Yeah.
So if you ask them about it, the idea is that they're being possessed by Edgar Allan Poe, and it came from the feeling of writing a song and kind of being in the zone.
Okay.
But it's so funny how these things just kind of come and go, right?
Yeah.
And as I understand, you were told to keep this or save it for the right moment.
Yeah. No, I wasn't actually told. Like, my husband kept insisting that I didn't give the song away.
Okay.
Because I was always saying, I'm going to give that song away. I'm not going to do it myself. I didn't want to ruin it. I just wanted to be right. And the most obvious approach to the song was a fado approach. And I didn't want to do a fado out of it. It had to be mine. But the challenge was how do I make this mine? Because it's such a fado, fado-ish song. How do I make this a Mimicat song? It was so hard. And I just kept pushing and pushing. And he kept telling me, don't give the song away. Up until I decided to give it a shot. Still didn't like it. What we've come up with it, because I knew the song was special and I wanted to pay like a really good tribute to it without ruining the song, because I was afraid production was going to ruin the song. And then, fortunately, we came up with this very good result that I'm super proud of.
You should be. And I remember leading up to the selection, leading up to the final of Festival de Canção, there was a lot of excitement about this. And it's interesting because this is probably the most upbeat song that we've heard from Portugal in a long time.
Yeah.
Portugal tends to be known for slower
Ballads,
songs,
yeah.
really emotive songs.
Yeah.
And this is very much the opposite, and it's caused a lot of excitement. So
Yeah.
what do you think it is that's reaching people?
The song has a constant build-up, so we're adding stuff along the way. It always happens something new in a chorus or in a bridge or something. So it has this kind of excitement growing up. We started slow, then we add up the bit, but then we add up another line of chorus. So it's this anxiety just building up until the point where it blows up in the final note, and then it's party all the way. So I think that's the excitement part of it, because people are always waiting. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Yeah, and they keep waiting up till the end, where it's kind of like, well, okay, and they're happy with it. I think that it creates this feeling of actic. It's very actic. So people are really pumped by it, and if it gives you energy to get up out of bed and just go do your day in a better mood, well, that's job done.
Fazer amor pra mim assim não dá, porque parece que nem sou mais eu. Ai coração, ai coração.
So because of this constant build of energy, it seems to be perfect for television. Do you think that maybe you were thinking, especially with this love of cabaret, you were thinking about how you wanted to do this visually, and that's why you wanted to
Well, my thing with the song when we were producing it is people have to be tired by the end of it. They have to be like, okay. So I was slapped in the face. That's what I wanted. I didn't immediately thought about the presentation itself, because I had so many different options and I had to pick one. But I think that the energy of it was the most important to me, the most important thing to me. So I needed people to be like, all right, this isn't it, but I really want to listen to it again. It's like an addictive thing, but I really wasn't thinking about the presentation yet. I was thinking about the effect of the music on your ears and the melodies and all that. Just that.
Well, I mean, whatever it was, it seems to be the right thing to do. And now you're here representing your country, which is obviously, Portugal has been in Eurovision for a long time. Definitely, this seems to be Portugal's time as well. We've seen lots of great results recently. What does that make you feel to be representing your country with this song?
Well, I'm super proud of representing my country, because we always aim for quality. So I think that every option we came up with in the last, 7 years, it's a very good song. So I'm very proud that I'm one of the good songs we bring up to the competition.
You're a member of the club.
Yeah. I'm definitely a member of the club now. So I'm super happy, and I think that I'm carrying half of the country with me at my back when I hit the stage. I know that when I hit the stage, I won't be alone. So I'm super happy with it. I'm super blessed and super thankful for the opportunity.
And I was saying to other members of your delegation that the thing that I really love about Portugal at Eurovision is that they seem to always be doing the thing that they believe in.
Yeah.
And if Europe is on board, it's like it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
And I've heard that you also have that approach as well.
Yeah.
But I really feel like that's actually something that helps you. It's funny because it is a competition, but it's almost like forgetting about the competition almost helps you, because then you just worry about doing your own thing.
Yeah. That's what we do. We have that posture as a people. I think that Portuguese people are known by it. We just do our own thing, and if you like it, you like it. That's good. But if you don't like it, well, we still do our thing, and we have to be proud of doing what we wanted to. I would never accept the feeling of doing what somebody else's think that's the right thing to do on my song, and being frustrated about it. So if it goes well, it goes well. It's cool. But if it doesn't go well, I'm still proud of what I did. So yeah, that's the feeling we have when we come up to things like this.
Well, I think it's going to go very well regardless, and I'm very grateful for the time. Thank you so much for speaking to me.
Thank you for this interview.
Best of luck.
Thank you. I'm going to need any luck I can get.